The pressure cooker is older than the steam engine. In 1679, a French physicist named Denis Papin showed the Royal Society in London a sealed iron vessel he called a digester. The idea was simple and slightly grim. Seal water in a strong pot, heat it, and the water cannot boil away. The pressure rises, the temperature rises past the normal boiling point, and things that would otherwise take days to soften give way in an hour. Papin was interested in bones. He wanted to get food value out of material that was ordinarily thrown away. The digester worked. It also exploded, more than once. Papin's response to that is the part that matters. He fitted a lever with a sliding weight on top of the vessel, so that when the pressure inside passed a set point, the lever lifted and let steam out by itself. That is the safety valve, and it is the reason the pressure cooker is on this list. Papin had just made a device that turned heat into a measured, controlled push. He spent the following years thinking about what else that push could do, sketched a piston driven by steam, and handed the whole line of thought to the people who built engines. He never made money from any of it. He died poor, and it is not certain where he is buried. The kitchen version took another 260 years. A sealed home cooker went on sale in America in the late 1930s, and it still has Papin's weight sitting on top of the lid, hissing when the pressure gets high. The tin can came before the can opener. In 1810, a British merchant named Peter Durand took out a patent for preserving food in sealed vessels of tin-plated iron. The method underneath it belonged to a French confectioner, Nicolas Appert, who had worked out that food sealed in glass and heated would keep. Glass breaks. Iron does not, and iron went to sea. By 1813, there was a factory in London supplying the Royal Navy. The cans worked exactly as promised. Food inside them stayed edible for years, and some of it stayed edible for a great deal longer than that. There was one problem, and it lasted almost half a century. Nobody had made a tool for opening them. The early cans were heavy, with walls thick enough that a knife was useless. Instructions printed on the side told the buyer to cut round the top, near the outer edge, with a chisel and a hammer. That was the official method. For 48 years, opening tinned food meant finding a chisel. The first proper can opener was patented in America in 1858, a lever with a curved blade that you drove into the lid and dragged around. The rotating wheel that everybody uses now came later still, and the version in your drawer took its final shape in the 1920s. The can was solved first. The opening of it was an afterthought for 2 generations. The toaster came before sliced bread. Electric toasters existed before the First World War. They were simple things, an exposed wire element in a frame, and they had one serious flaw. Somebody had to stand there, watch, and turn the bread over at the right moment. Charles Strite was a mechanic in Stillwater, Minnesota, and he ate in the company canteen. The toast there was regularly burnt because the person minding it was busy with other work. His answer, patented in 1919, put the decision inside the machine. A clockwork timer, a spring, and a latch. You push the bread down, the element runs for a set time, and then the latch releases, and the toast comes up on its own. Nobody has to be paying attention, which is the entire point. The first models went to restaurants. A domestic version arrived in 1926 under the name Toastmaster. Here is the part that is easy to get the wrong way round. Bread did not come sliced. When the pop-up toaster reached kitchens, the buyer cut their own slices with a knife, and the slices were uneven, and one edge would be too thick to fit the slot. Commercially sliced bread only went on sale in 1928, 9 years after Streit's patent. The machine came first, and the bread was changed to suit it.